But teenager CJ Gilkes has worked so hard. He's an accomplished wrestler and is doing really well in middle school. But he's come a long way in such a short period of time. His family and his therapist, they credit early intervention. Just by looking at 7th grader CJ Gilkes,
I worked hard for this.
You'd never know he was any different.
I didn't really feel it when I was little. I had so many issues, I couldn't really feel anything.
How's your pizza pie? Is it good?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
CJ's mom says around 18 months, she realized that her second son was missing milestones. He'd track with his eyes. He'd get stuck in repetitive behaviors, a number of cognitive delays.
3 months and a baby is a lot of time. And I started seeing that he wasn't making any gains.
Rosario and Keith Gilkes felt lost. It was hard to not compare CJ to his big brother.
All the moms were, what is your strategy for having Connor potty train at 15 months, And I thought I was this special mom and this super mom that had all the answers. And then I found out I didn't have all the answers.
It's a tough thing to face as a parent, but they chose to attack CJ's diagnosis head on, though it would have been easier to stay in denial.
I knew that at the end, as a parent, I couldn't do that to our son. It would be doing a disservice, So as a parent, I had to put my ego aside.
That rat cannot.
So instead, they got every therapist, teacher, and doctor they could involved, and they got all of their friends on board.
We knew he was going to have his development. It just wasn't going to be on our timeline. It was going to be on his.
And at almost 13 years old, it's hard to believe that CJ is the same kid.
You're pretty good there in that position. Right?
Yeah.
Transitioning to a traditional middle school was tough. He's worked hard.
It's not really about what I went through. It's about how my family helped me.
And he says he owes it all to mom and dad.
If I didn't have both of them, I don't know where I would be right now.
Keith and Rosario want other parents going through the same thing to know that early intervention is just so important. And that when talking to a child who is delayed, it's important to not make them feel like they're any different from any other child. In studio, I'm Angie Andrews.